Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, my boss's golden retriever loves to bring squeaky toys to work. Prevent me from sleeping by keeping your TV on at night? I'll just turn your power off. Lying ex gets greedy, files for child support and ends up with nothing. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My boss's golden retriever loves to bring squeaky toys to work. First thing, I love my boss's dog, Rory. I work in an office, and on most days when Rory comes to work, he's a joy. He's a golden retriever and is super well behaved and happy, but sometimes Rory brings a squeaky toy to work. My boss is seemingly immune to the squeaks, but for the rest of us, it's agony. It's like a squeak every 20 seconds. Usually we have to wait for Rory to chew through his toy squeakers hours, days. We don't really want to say anything because he's so good, but one Monday, my will to ignore it broke. I had awoken with pounding headache, and the caffeine was not alleviating the pain. Each new squeak felt like the smallest of needles passing through my brain right behind my eyes. I'm not proud of this, yes I am, but my boy in IT has a cordless drill on hand that he let me borrow. I took Rory's pink penguin right from under his nose, faked a throw down the hall, and hid the stuffy in the back of my shirt. With Rory bewildered, I took the toy into my office and felt around the toy for the squeak valve. Once I found it, I took my pocket knife and made a small incision in the fuzzy layer, and with the borrowed IT drill, I carefully drilled a 1/8 hole through the squeaker's valve, silencing the animal forever before throwing it back to Rory. Now I just do it automatically when Rory gets a new squeaky toy. People seem to be genuinely grateful, and my boss assumes Rory chewed through his toy. Edit: the stuffed penguin, not Rory. Edit 2: Rory goes through a toy a day. It's been mentioned to my boss before, but I give my boss the benefit of the doubt that he's not a jerk. Sometimes people forget, like I said, 90% of his toys are fine. My actions weren't malicious by intent, it was a way to be able to work and still let Rory have his toy. Prevent me from sleeping by keeping your TV on at night? I'll just turn your power off. A long time ago, I was living in a ground floor apartment with a separate entrance, in a 5 floors building. One night, I woke up around midnight because a neighbor from upstairs was watching TV very loudly. I was very tired and did not want to get up, get dressed, it was winter time, go in the street to the main entrance of the building and find the right apartment to make it stop. I tried ignoring it, fell asleep and woke up again, then I hit the ceiling with a broom several times and it stopped. The same happened a few more times. It was quiet for a few weeks, and then my neighbor started to do it again, and it was even louder. I could recognize what he was watching, the lame TV movies that are broadcasted on public TV at night. I tried the broom again, but it did not work anymore. The worst part was that I could almost fall asleep while the characters spoke, but then a commercial or strong background music would come and wake me up. So, at around 2 a.m., I went to find the right door. It was easy, the volume was so high I could listen to the whole show from the lobby. I knocked, rang the bell. No answer. Talked through the door. No answer. I waited for a while, tried again. No answer. And then I heard snoring. The guy was sleeping, despite his TV being full volume and me banging his door. I was pretty pissed off at that point. Then I had a radical idea. As I used the common garbage bins, I had the key to the service/utility room. I opened the power panel and tried switching off and on every breaker until I found the one that turned off his TV. I went to sleep in peace. After that night, there were a couple more times when it happened again. I went straight to the breaker, each time. I guess third time's a charm because I never heard his TV again after that. Lying ex gets greedy, files for child support and ends up with nothing. So back in March last year, I had tried settling with my ex for $100 above guideline, what state law recommends based on incomes and how often each parent has the children, early last year after we signed a stipulation agreement where I had 35% custody timeshare. I offered more because we make similar salaries, she makes slightly more, and felt bad because the amount wasn't that high. Long story, but prior to this she was withholding kids from me to try and set a precedent that I was an every other weekend dad. That also did not go well for her. But she got greedy and thought negotiations were taking too long and that she could get more, so ghosted me and filed with child support, DCSS, with an old address for me. DCSS tried super hard to push through a very high CS amount based on 0% custody and 0% income for her. Luckily, I had mail forwarding set up and put my phone number into the DCSS website. DCSS called me and I was able to file an answer within the allotted time and stop them from defaulting me. It then took 8 months to get a hearing, the entire time my ex could have been getting paid if she had settled. During this period she lost some custody due to things unrelated to child support, so timeshare changed to 50-50ths. In her filings and at the hearing she lied about the timeshare, trying to use a very old order that was only in place for about 2 months to claim I only had 22% timeshare to get back pay. During back pay period I actually had the kids 45% of the time. I made sure to meticulously file all the relevant court orders, proof that I was exercising time with the kids, and a custody calendar I had kept. The outcome of all this was after almost a year, the judge ordered 0 back pay and 0 CS going forward. I am so relieved. My ex still refuses to pay half any of the unreimbursed medical fees, but whatever, I pay them, just as I provide school supplies, extracurricular payments, and purchase their clothes, so don't worry about her not being able to provide for the kids. She just bought our older son some $200 Jordans and a $100 lizard to replace the one she killed. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.